Hey guys, what's up? I really hate what I'm about to do because I'm about to kind of go at one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't mean to sound like an asshole or sound like some kind of biased douchebag. If that's how it comes off, I'm very sorry, and if I don't express my point about what I'm trying to say enough, please ask me in the comment. I'll try to explain my point even further, but I really just need to get this off my chest because this has kind of been bothering me for a very long time. Um, It's about a YouTuber called Angry Joe, and Angry Joe is a online video game reviewer who does good games, bad games, new games, all new games really. And it's been for a while that he has become an incredibly biased reviewer. Not really reviewing the game as a game, but really just reviewing it as what this company has done over the years, what they have promised, and the broken promises of these games. And that may sound like something that's right to complain about. I understand that, but really he's being too critical and nitpicking on all the things when the core gameplay of certain games is excellent. And I don't mean that sounds biased in itself that I'm saying that, but a good example, I guess, is I've rolled up a few reviews over here to look at, and okay, Watch Dogs. He reviewed Watch Dogs and gave it a 6 out of 10 in comparison to everybody else who highly recommended and reviewed it because of the promises of its graphical capabilities not matching up and and the story not being everything that he wanted it to be, like how epic it was supposed to be. And I'll admit the main character was kind of a douchebag and that the story really cliffhanged. But I rather enjoyed the story, an epic tale, well, kind of an epic tale of like cyber terrorism to get revenge or whatever. And I found the multiplayer to be fun. I found the gameplay to be much more fun than Grand Theft Auto 5, at least in my opinion. It wasn't as frustrating as Grand Theft Auto 5. But yet, he seemed to nitpick every little detail about the game, much more so than he's done in previous reviews, and that's why I'm really bringing this up. He seems to make the small things much bigger than they really are, and just rate the game down because of those small little issues. This is why I hate a lot of reviewers. They review the game as what they see is completely wrong and just judge it as that instead of viewing it as just a video game. Why can't they review it as this is a game, this is what this game is about. Fuck all these other games, this is what this game is about. I'm not going to compare it to these fuckers, this is the game. And also he seems to be completely angry and hateful of Xbox now. And this has been going on a while since the Xbox One announced its little plan and everything, and when he got his PS4 and his Xbox One and compared both of them, he's like, yeah, I like the PS4 and everything in the Xbox. I like the PS4 a little bit better. Saying he was going to evenly review exclusives and new titles for both the PS4 and the Xbox One. How many titles has he really reviewed that was exclusive to the Xbox One? I'm going to bring it up right now. Let's see. Titanfall. Okay, he did Titanfall. 1. That's about it. Okay. How many has he done for PS4? 1. 2. That's it, okay? 2 PS4, 1 for Xbox One, and I'm not blaming that he's viewed PS4 more than Xbox One. I like both consoles equally. I think they both have some really good stuff, and I think they both have some incredibly shitty things to them. But if you're going to promise that you're going to review both evenly and with equal love and attention, do both the good and the bad. You could have reviewed Killer Instinct, and nobody would have cared. Everybody would be like, okay, he reviewed Killer Instinct, because that game would have been easy as shit to review. Come on. You could have reviewed Dead Rising 3, Rise, Son of Rome, and compared it to Killzone Shadowfall. Killzone Shadowfall is the same as fucking Rise, Son of Rome. It is a fucking graphical presentation of a game that itself, I think, earned a 6 out of 10, just like Killzone. And in some of his more recent reviews, he's become incredibly angry and pissed at certain things. Many people were mad at Destiny. I myself found Destiny to be a solid FPS with fun multiplayer with very little story, so I don't go back to play it as much. And rated the game as a 6 out of 10. Only because the multiplayer was fun. Without that, a 4 out of 10 because of said repetitive nature. I don't think that's incredibly fair, but I can see where he's coming from, and that's one of his more fair but ultimately biased reviews. I respect the reviewer. I really do. He's got some serious balls saying the things he has to say and doing the things he wants to do. Reviewing for a living. That is something amazing. And it sounds like I'm trying to cover my ass. I'm not. I'm just trying to say, Joe, you're doing all these awesome reviews. You're really trying to speak to your fans. Well, please respond to this. Why all the nitpicking? Why the biased opinion? If you're promising to review both consoles equally, and I'm not saying I'm an Xbox One fanboy, because I am not an Xbox One fanboy. I am sorry if that's how it comes off. I'm not a PS4 fanboy. I'm a gamer. I'm a goddamn gamer, but I am a console gamer. I will strictly admit to being a console gamer because I have like 6 consoles in my house. If you're going to review these games and you promise to do this and promise to do that, then do that. Don't just throw out 1 or 2 of these and then upload all these, hey, I'm doing this, and hey, I'm going to give my impressions of this, and give my impressions of this, and then throw out this, and throw out this, when you know the majority of your fan base wants to see reviews. You could just throw away all those impressions and this, and you can focus on one game strictly, and you could do it. Everybody knows you can. Everybody loves your reviews. I mean, I'm going to keep looking through this. I'm really sorry if I'm not looking at the camera and because I'm trying to focus on my camera and focus on this at the same time. But, yeah, it also not very consistent with sequel games. This is kind of getting out, but yes, reviews one game, may review its sequel, that's a may, and does not even give opinion on its follow-up. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, he did Risen 1, Risen 2. Okay, he did Risen 1 and Risen 2. Okay. He did Assassin's Creed 3. I don't really remember him doing Assassin's Creed 4, when the one thing he said that was amazing about fucking Assassin's Creed 3 was its amazing ship play. Its amazing naval combat. When Black Flag's a goddamn pirate game. How do you not do that? How do you not follow up? If you don't have enough time, you're busy. Got it. It's cool. We're all busy in life. It's understandable again, but be consistent. I mean, like, and even with games like Total War, you were very nitpick biased. I'm not saying you underrated the game. You overrated the game. With every patch, glitch, and problem you said, that easily would have earned a 4 in your score, I think. But you bumped it up to a 6 in turn because you saw core potential in the little things and it could be great someday due to patching and all that. No. If you're as biased as everybody sees that you are, you would have shit on that game heavily and dropped to the ground. But no. It's because it's one of your favorite franchises that there was a little bit of nostalgia. Even though you're saying that you're being 100% honest, be honest with yourself. You were being a little soft on that. And I'm being an asshole. I know. There are some things that you do that I really like, and Joe does some good stuff. He really does. When he attacks a game that is wrong in what it is doing, what it is trying to sell to the community that is total bullshit, he will call it to you. But when it comes to titles that need a little leeway, that said, well, we couldn't anticipate the full potential, the power of this console. What if it's 100% true? I mean, the gameplay is still fun. It still is good. I mean, with all the complaints, nitpicking, the biased opinion on both consoles, unable to keep promises on reviewing both said consoles, especially in exclusive titles, you mostly just play PS4 games than you do one games. And in some eyes, not mine, this is from a friend of mine quoting him, have somewhat turned your back on the Xbox community because, in his words, you're completely pissed at them. It sort of does piss us off that when you say you supported Xbox so much because of one little thing they did, and then they say, we're sorry, we turned it around, you give this opinion and you give that one. I'm trying to stay on focus, I really am, but I'm just trying to find subjects to bring because I wanted to talk about this. And I'm not saying I hate what you do, Angry Joe. Again, I like your stuff. I like your reviews. I've always wanted to see what you want to do next. But you gotta stop with the bias nitpicking. You gotta bring it, man. I mean, we all are trying to do our best in everything, and what the fuck am I saying? I'm sorry. You gotta bring it, man. Okay? If you're gonna promise to do both exclusives, do both exclusives. If you're gonna promise to review a game open and honestly, that's cool. I respect that. But don't nitpick to the point where the nitpicks are outglared by the greatness that the game has. The greatness of the game should completely outshine the little itty-bitty nitpicks that are completely overshadowed by everything that was good about the game. I mean, I guess that's... I'm sorry, that's all I really have to say. Just, this has been bugging me for a while. Me and my friend have complained and argued to ourselves about this matter and brought it up, and I hope in some way I've conveyed how I feel about this as best as I possibly could. If you guys have an opinion on this, please give it to me. I'm really curious to what you have to say. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Probably not with as much bitching about something. See you guys later.